We have more updates when we return. Stay with us. The Ogun State government has announced Monday, 21st of September 2020, for the reopening of schools in the state for the first term 2020-2021 session, in addition to the early resumption of students in SS3 who are currently writing the West African School Certificate Examination. Mr. Kunle Shomari, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, announced that the second phase of the reopening of schools is extended to all classes in primary and secondary schools, technical and vocational colleges and tertiary institutions. However, as part of the efforts to meet the COVID-19 guidelines for school operations, the school hours will be staggered as follows. For public schools, it says primary 1 to primary 3 will open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and primary 4 to primary 6, 12 noon to 3 p.m. GSS 1 to GSS 3, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and SS 1 to SS 3, 12 noon to 3 p.m. We have joining us Mrs. Ronke Soyombo. She's the special advisor to the Ogun State Governor on basic and secondary education. She joins us via Skype from Abeokuta. Thank you for joining us on the program. If you can hear me, all right, from all indications, and this is from the state's virus curve, have you reached your peak? And, is it safe to say that the curve is flattening with some of the decisions the state government is taking on reopening of schools?
Yes, I must say the curve has been flattened with the virtual learning that Ogun State has done. Not only that, now that we see that, we've trialed the whole thing with the SS3 students, and we feel that it's actually safe for our children to come in. However, you will see that this is our phase 2 of reopening session, where we're inviting children only from primary 1 to primary 6, and also children from GSS 1 to GSS 3. To SS3 that we're inviting to schools. And we cannot afford to do full-time yet because we don't want our schools to be overcrowded, and also for us to test run with this and see how it goes in the next few weeks before we go into the final phase of reopening.
From the existing students writing their examinations, did any contract the virus?
We've not recorded any at all. We've not had that. No case of COVID-19 recorded in any of our schools.
So perhaps the next question is with regards to the modalities to ensure that the protocols for schools are complied with. How does the government plan to monitor all schools, public, private, the technical colleges and the rest?
Thank you very much. What we've done is because of the risk assessment form that we've been given from the federal government, and we have actually been able to place that online, and that's on www.ogmowest.org, and every school has been trained. Every school owner has been trained on what is expected. So people have been filling those forms, ensuring that there's no risk at all before they can open their schools. And also we've got the Office of Quality Assurance monitoring compliance in the state. And we're not just monitoring compliance on our own, we're also doing it collaboratively with Ministry of Health, ensuring that schools are complying with what is expected. And the other thing is we're starting from ourselves as well, ensuring that all the things, the protocol for COVID-19 reopening of schools is actually starting from all the public schools. And that's why you will see that we're not opening schools fully, because with us, we want to ensure that when GSS 1 to GSS 3 students, when they come in the morning, they are going to use all the facilities for both junior and senior secondary schools. And that will help us to have this 2 meter social distancing. And also, you will see that the government has provided water in all schools as well. And we've also provided masks in all our schools. So that makes us to really stand out. Because I remember when somebody monitored our school, they said, oh, you are 95% with compliance standard. So I said, oh, thank you. So Ogun State is actually doing a lot in ensuring that we monitor compliance in all our schools, both private and public schools. And also because we've had a very good training for all public school leaders and all private school leaders, that is also helping us. And we have also enforced that everybody has to have isolation centers one isolation room in their schools to isolate any problem needed. And we have our a helpline. We've got 2 helplines for Ministry of Education, 2 helplines also for Ministry of Health that everybody can access. And so this is really helping us. And in every school, everybody has to have one health worker that needs to be our eyes, ensuring that our children are really in good condition and they are kept in safe environment.
All right. We'd like to wish the government all the best in the full reopening and also in monitoring the spread of the virus. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ronke Soyombo, Special Advisor to the Ogun State Governor on Basic and Secondary Education. Thank you for joining us.